Hello, we're live. Come on in, come on in. I'm going to start about noon so that I give time for people to come into the live. So come on in, give a like while you're coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. We're going to get started about noon. So come on in, give a like as you're coming in, and we will get started today about how to book a consultation with me around noon. And we'll be on here for about 30 minutes. So come on in, give a like while you're coming in, and we'll get started right at noon. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. Giving a few minutes for everyone to join. We're going to start right at noon talking about how to book a consultation with me. So come on in, give a like as you're coming in. We'll get started in a few minutes. How is everybody doing today? Tell me in the comments where you are watching from. What city, state, country that you're watching from. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Hamza. If you're in the chat, if you're joining, you can tell me where you're watching from while we wait a few minutes. We're going to start at noon talking about how to book a consultation with me. So I'm giving everybody a few minutes to, get TikTok to tell everyone that we have started from live. So, oh, you're from Pakistan. Wow, okay. That's cool, that's cool. All right, so hello, thanks everyone for joining in. We're gonna start about noon, and we're going to just talk today about the topic that was scheduled for this live, which is how to book a consultation with me. So I'll give my introduction in a few minutes. I'm just giving time for TikTok to let everyone know that we are live. This is a scheduled live, so just giving everyone time to really come in. So we'll start in a couple minutes at noon. But if you're just joining, make sure that you go in the comments, tell me where you're watching from. That's what we're doing thus far, and then I'll start at noon with our topic. Give me a like when you're coming in. That'd be so greatly appreciated. Hello, hello, hello. And once again, make sure that you tell me where you're watching from, just so that I can get a feel of what audience I have today. And also give a like as you're coming in. We're going to start at noon, so we have 1 minute, so that I'll start on the topic that's scheduled for today, which is how to book a consultation with me. That's what we're doing thus far. All right, so it is noon. We're going to get started. For those of you who don't know me, I am Jalon Strong. I'm a licensed realtor in Georgia, and I am the owner of Dreams to Keys Realty. I help home buyers or future home buyers, and also those that are looking to invest or sell a property to get that accomplished. So if that's you, if you're interested in doing anything like that, I would be a great person for you to have a consultation with. Okay, so I am, like I said, a licensed Georgia realtor. I'm brokered by eXp Realty, and the business is Dreams to Keys Realty. All right. So first, let's talk about why would you want to book a consultation with me? And I think there's a few reasons that would be beneficial. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home or residential property, you may want to, and I would recommend that you do, book a consultation with me. Now, like I said, I am licensed in Georgia. However, if you're in another state and you are still interested in buying or selling a property, or specifically a home or residential property, then you can still book a consultation with me, and I'll talk a little bit about the benefits that I have for you all as well. So one of the benefits with booking with me is that I have connections. So as a realtor, I am approached by lenders. I'm also approached by different professionals in this field, such as inspectors. So I have connections with people nationwide that could be beneficial to you. So like I said, even if you're not in Georgia, I do have connections with lenders who are nationwide that you can get started getting pre-approved even before you really meet that realtor. So a lot of people, when they are ready to buy a home, they start with a realtor first. And our process would be to get a pre-approval first. So even if you reach a realtor, you also want to go back a step and reach that lender or multiple lenders. I would suggest shopping lenders. So getting at least 3 loan estimates from lenders within a 30-day time frame so that you don't have excessive credit pulls. That would be beneficial before you go out and shop for homes with a realtor. So one of the first steps when you speak with me and you're ready to buy a home is that you get that pre-approval. So like I said, those are the recommendations I would give, which is the lender shopping, essentially. So making sure that you get those 3 loan estimates from different lenders so that you can choose which option is best for you. So once you've done that, then you come back to the realtor and we talk about different things like your must-haves, the things that you must have in your home, the things you can't do without. You're not going to be able to buy a home without these things. So we'll talk about all those things that make the home buying process more fun. But first, we got to talk about the financial piece with the lender so that we know where we stand, what our price point is, and what areas that you're looking to live, how we can find homes in that price point. Okay? So if you are looking to buy or sell a residential property, you should click the link in the bio and book a consultation with me. And I'll talk a little bit more about how we go from that link in the bio to the consultation piece in a little bit. So if you're looking to buy or sell a residential property, you should book a consultation with me. If you are specifically in Georgia, but also if you are in other states in the United States, then booking a consultation with me will help you as well. And I'll get into those different benefits in just a minute. And I spoke a little bit just now about the connections that I have. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that that link has also information from the lenders. So one of the first tabs you see is from one of the preferred lenders that I have, and they now have down payment assistance available for 6 metro areas across the United States. So as I get new information from lenders, as they change programs or they get new information about national programs, they update me, and I know that I am most likely going to see a potential home buyer first before they reach the lender. So it's my way of getting the information out to you by making those videos so that you know what's changed or what's beneficial for you in the process of buying a home. So that connection between a realtor and a lender is very important, not just for us, but for you as well, because you want a team, in my opinion. You would want a team and a team-like approach to getting your home. So having the lender and the realtor be on the same page, have great communication between them also helps you, because when we're talking on the same page and talking on the same wavelength, then when we talk to you, it's no miscommunication or confusion, and we both will know where we stand in that. So that's another benefit. Now, for those of you who are not in Georgia or not looking to live in Georgia, but you still think you still want to talk with me, right? There are benefits for you as well booking a consultation. One of the benefits is that my network, not only through my brokerage, but through other connections that I've made, spans the entire nation. So within, I would say, 1 to 4 hours of a consultation that I've had with a potential home buyer, I've been able to find a referral realtor for that home buyer if that's something that they're open to within 1 to 4 hours of that consultation. So it doesn't take long. If that's something that you want, we would talk about it in the consultation time. You will let me know, yes, I'm comfortable with that. Yes, I'm ready to do that at this point. And also I will let you know if I feel like that's something that, needs to be done at this point, or maybe at a later point when some other steps have been taken. So just be open that even though I may not be the realtor that can help you because of where you're located and where I'm located, I can still refer realtors to you because of my connections within my network. So be open to that. And that's another reason why you would want to book a consultation with me. Now, I talked about the referrals. I talked about the time frame in which I usually am able to find a referral realtor, which I did say is 1 to 4 hours. So it doesn't take long. It just takes me a few steps and a little bit of communication with that other realtor to make sure that they are positioned to help you. And I use my discernment as well to see if this realtor that I'm referring you to is the right realtor, in my opinion, for you. Of course, you have the option to determine and decide for yourself if you want to move forward with that realtor. All right. Another benefit of getting a consultation with me is that I give actionable steps. So in this consultation, which is about 15 minutes, I give you actionable steps that you can actually use and work on to move you along toward the home buying process. Hello, everyone coming in. So I give actionable steps and we talk about different things. So we talk about what you're looking for. When are you looking to buy a home? What barriers are there that you perceive or that I perceive from what you're telling me that could inhibit you from buying a home right now? So we do discuss credit. Now, we don't go deep into credit, but what I will ask you is, do you know what your credit score is? This is something I encourage everyone to know for themselves, because what you don't want to happen is that you just don't know there's something that's impacting your credit score significantly and it's listed on your credit report, and then the lender finds it out in the process, and let's say it's something that inhibits the program that you're really targeting to get your home. You don't want that to happen. What you want to happen is that you know what your credit score and report says up front, and then if there's anything that needs to be corrected or handled prior to buying a home, that you make sure that you address that. So I provide actionable steps. We talk about that. We talk about what your credit score is. Do you know what it is? And if you don't, how can you find out what it is? Now, what I will let you know even now, and I have in a previous video, is that different sites that we use and apps that we use are not giving us the most accurate credit score usually. So one example is Credit Karma. So there are some people that have had issues with Credit Karma where the Credit Karma credit score reported is higher than what is actually being reported at the bureaus for various reasons. And I'm not affiliated with them or associated with them, and I don't know why that would be. But what I would say for you is that if you're targeting a certain program, for example, and it has a minimum credit score, I would not suggest that you use an app like Credit Karma to reach that score and then apply, because what you may find is that the lender, once they pull your credit, gets a lower score than what you're seeing on Credit Karma, for example. So that's one of the reasons why I say you need to know what your credit score is and not necessarily depending upon these apps to tell you your credit score. Make sure that you know your credit score and review your credit report at least annually so that you know what is on your credit report and how it's impacting you. And we, in the consultation time, will talk about actionable steps to mitigate any negative marks that you have. And also, during that consultation time, I can position you to talk with my preferred lenders so that if there's anything that you're interested in and you want to figure out if a certain program prohibits certain marks on the credit report or credit score, that they can talk to you one-on-one about that. And if you go to the link in the bio, you will also see that there is a tab from that link that is about a preferred lender and getting connected with that preferred lender. So that's another way that you can right now get connected with at least one of my preferred lenders and see where you stand if you think you're ready today. But I would also suggest that you always do the consultation with the realtor so that we're on the same page. Even if you decide to first go to the lender and complete an application, you want to make sure that you have an understanding between the realtor to make sure that you're connected correctly. So during the consultation time, you'll be able to tell me, what your expectations are, and I'll be able to tell you the same, and we'll be able to decide between ourselves, are we a good fit to work together, right? So it's all about interviewing and talking to people and being open to just listening and hearing what the perspective is from the person that you're speaking with, right? So during the interview process, which really is what it is, a consultation, it's time for you to really think about what steps you need to take and interview to see if I'm the best realtor for you. And like I said, if you're not in Georgia and you're looking for a realtor, I do have connections to position you to where you can get a referral to a realtor in your area. And as I stated previously, I usually do that right after the consultation within 1 to 4 hours. So it doesn't take a long time. Like I said, my connections are nationwide. So don't fret if you think that you are out of my state and you feel like I can't help you. Don't let that be a concern for you. I have connections nationwide. We can get you where you need to be with a realtor. So don't worry about that. And then the lenders, they cover programs nationwide as well. So don't worry about that either. I can help you get connected, but you need to know how to get connected with me, right? So that's what we're talking about today. So hello everyone that's just coming on. So we talked about, who I am. For those that are just coming on, I'm Jelon Strong. I'm the realtor of Dreams to Keys Realty, and I'm brokered by eXp Realty. And I'm talking today about how to book a consultation with me. Just to recap, if you are someone that is looking to buy or sell a residential property, you should book a consultation with me. If you are looking for connections to lenders nationwide, you should book a consultation with me. If you're looking for connections with realtors because you're outside of my area, you should book a consultation with me. And if you would like to have that referral for a realtor within 1 to 4 hours after the consultation time frame, you should book a consultation with me. All right. So as I also stated, the things that we talk about in the consultation time include actionable steps. So I'm not just talking for fluff. We're talking about what is going on with your scenario. So you'll tell me about where you stand. You will tell me about what you're looking for. So we'll talk about, as I previously stated, credit. Now, I'm not going to go through your whole credit report on the phone call. Our phone call consultation time is 15 minutes. But we will talk about, do you know what your credit score is? Have you seen your credit report? And I will encourage you to do so. And I will give you actionable steps on how to do that. Also, we'll talk about what is your desired home location. So there are times when we relocate. So for some of you that may know me, you know that I'm originally from Alabama, but I live in Georgia and have lived in Georgia for some time now. So we relocate all the time. So if you are looking to have a home in a specific location, whether that's where you are currently or if it's even states away, that's something we'll talk about in the consultation as well. because that could be beneficial, especially if you need a referral realtor. That will be something that I would like to know so that I can make sure I find the right person in the right area. Also, the type of home. What type of home do you want to live in? It's important that you know. It's important that you have that figured out, because you can say, I want a home, but there's so many different types, and you want to know for yourself, what type best fits you. Most people that I talk to are looking mostly at single family homes, but if you are looking at multifamily, you would prefer a condo, a townhome. Kind of get that figured out before the consultation period. But even if you don't, at least get it figured out by the time that you get that pre-approval, so that, of course you're going to talk about this with the lender, but you need to refer that information back to your realtor before you go looking for homes, so that they know what type of home that you're looking for. So after the consultation, if you decide to start with the pre-approval process with the lenders, and then we sign an agreement, I'm going to need to know what type of home we're looking for. I need to know if you want to build from scratch. I need to know if you want a modular home. So keep that in mind. Think about that prior to the consultation, and keep thinking about it even when you're talking to the lender. Try to see what your options are based on the type of home. If you're kind of unsure, ask them, if I want to do multifamily, what does that look like? If I want to do single family, what does that look like? So if you're going between one or two things, ask the lender about that as well. And then when you come back to me as your realtor, then that helps me to streamline the searches and also position the right properties to you. We don't want to waste your time as realtors, and as a realtor, I want to make sure that I'm giving you the information that you need. All right, so we're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about your desired home location. We're also going to talk about the type of home that you desire. And when would you like to move? Do you know when you want to buy your home? Is there a deadline? So for some people, you may be renting and your rental agreement ends on a certain date. So you want to just transition out of that rental property into your home. So let me know that, and let the lenders know that, so that we can make sure that we have that on our minds, and that we have that a part of any agreement. So as we're drafting agreements during this process, that we keep that in front of our minds, so that we don't put you in a position where you don't have the space for the rental property or the home. We want to make sure that you transition smoothly. So let us know that. And also any concerns you have. So for some people, you may have concerns because let's say that you've made some late payments in the past, and there are certain programs based on the information I received from the lenders that may not consider you because they see that you have a late payment within the last 12 months. So make sure that you look at your credit report and see what's showing there. Is there a late payment showing within the last 12 months? If that's incorrect, you want to get that addressed. If it's not incorrect, we need to see what caused that and maybe work to prevent that from happening in the future. I talk to a lot of people during the consultations where we talk about 211.org, which is an organization that helps position us when we're having hard times. So they have different branches in different areas, and it just helps to position you if you're having a rough time, let's say medical bills, utility bills, or different concerns financially that really inhibits you from making payments on time, or maybe there was something that happened that really messed with your finances and caused that delay or that late payment. So 211.org is a resource that I provide, and I've provided multiple times to different people that are booking consultations with me who have a hard time. There are different organizations that are out there that are willing to help you. So as they say, closed mouths don't get fed. You have to be upfront about that. So that's the best way to tackle it as well. Because once you tell me, then I can help you, or I can position you to someone that can help you, right? So make sure when you decide to buy a home or get started in the home buying process that you are honest with everyone involved, especially the lender, because what you don't want is that you didn't tell all of the information to the lender and they find it out and you're flagged for the very thing that you didn't disclose. So be upfront, tell everything that is a part of your situation. So for example, I do a lot of lives, or not lives, but more so videos that are speaking to divorcees because I am a divorcee. So that's something that you may want to disclose. Hey, I'm going through a divorce, or I just recently divorced, and so my finances may be, pulled more than usual. That's something that you may want to disclose, because when it comes to the home buying process, time is of the essence. I appreciate if you guys give likes on this video and make sure that you comment down below. Tell me where you're watching from and if you have any questions. But of course, make sure that you are honest with everyone involved. And if like I said, if you are having a process going on that pulls on your finances more than usual, like your divorce may be going on, or for some of us that have student loans that will be starting again in October, or the interest starts September 1st. So if there's something that pulls on your finances more than usual, you want to let everyone involved in the process know. What we don't want is that you buy a home and be considered what we call house poor. We don't want you to buy a home and not be able to afford to live in it. That's not what we're going for. So that's why we start with the pre-approval process before we just go out and look at homes. We want to make sure that you know your price point, we know your price point, and we find a home within it, okay? So those are some of the things that we'll talk about. If anything comes up to my mind during the process of the consultation, based on what you're saying, I'll ask you for further information. So let's say you mentioned during the consultation, my credit isn't the best. So I'm going to say, do you know what your credit score is? And you could say yes or no. And then we'll go from there with actionable steps. So here's one action. Go get your credit report. For one, you can get a free credit report once a year from annualcreditreport.com. For two, if you click the link in my bio, you will also see a tab from Identity IQ, which will keep you up to date if you sign up with them with the credit scores and reports from the 3 bureaus. They will also do credit and identity monitoring. So if you have concerns like that, or if you just want to be updated, you can also see Credit IQ from the tab in the bio. So those are 2 actionable steps right there. The proof is in the pudding, right? So I will give you actionable steps based on our conversation. So you're leading the charge here. You're telling me where you stand, and I'm telling you how I can help or how I can get you to someone who can. So that's just one example. So a lot of times in the videos, I do speak about credit or refer to credit. And one of the videos that I'm most known for on TikTok is the USDA Single Family Home Loan Program. That video helped me to really advance here on TikTok, because the people that liked that video and clicked that link booked me out from July and August. So I really just opened the September calendar not too long ago, but from that video alone, most of the consultation calls that I get say, I found you on TikTok, you were talking about the USDA single family home loan. I bring that up to say this: that loan program has no minimum credit score. However, credit is a factor when buying a home, no matter what the program is. How it is a factor could depend. So in 2 ways. One way is it could be a factor on whether or not you even qualify, right? The second factor is what terms. It can help to determine what terms you have. So for that particular loan program, for the option number 1, do you qualify? They have no minimum credit score. So everyone qualifies on that end. The payment terms. Now this is where it's more about what you want. So your credit is impactful on just determining on your end what the terms are going to be, right? So they're going to look at your credit score and credit report. So the lenders will do that, and they'll decide what payment terms they want to offer to you. It's of your benefit to know your credit score and to review your credit report before anyone else does, so that you can address any issues or negative marks on there. As I said, I give actionable steps during my consultation time. One actionable step that I could give you is, if you have reviewed your credit score and credit report and see that there are items on there that are inaccurate, outdated, or that you need to address with creditors or the bureaus, you need to click the link in the bio. Not only schedule a consultation time with me, but you should consider clicking the ebook for the DIY credit repair kit. Because what that kit gives is sample letters that you can send to the creditors, bureaus, or whomever you need to address to get the credit report updated and get those negative marks removed. I do not work on your credit, but I can help position you to do it for yourself. And that's one way that I do. So the ebook, click the link in the tab, click where it says DIY Credit Repair Kit ebook, and that's the ebook that I'm referring to. There are other ebooks on that tab, such as the Rent to Own Guide or the Credit 411. Credit 411 just describes what credit is and how it affects you and what you do that affects your credit. The Rent to Own Guide is for those who are looking to go from renting to ownership and what strategies that can be used to do that. All right? So there are so many ways that I can be beneficial to you. So I like to say that the consultation piece not only is a part of an interview, but it also is a way where you can see what areas you need to work on, what areas or people, I should say, would be beneficial for you to talk to. Don't be opposed to speaking with people when you want to buy a home. I know that I am a millennial and I attract millennials across my social media, but you're going to have to talk to different people to see about buying a home. You're going to have to pick up the phone and have multiple conversations. I love texting. I like to text, but we're going to have to talk on the phone probably more than we usually do when we get into the home buying process, because we need to be clear on what's happening, and there are different changes that can happen moment to moment. For example, if you don't lock in a rate with a lender, the rate you have that you're sitting on and you're wondering about and you want to talk with your spouse or significant other about for a few days will be different most likely by the time you come back. Because as we see, things change all the time. So when there are changes, we're going to contact you, and we want to make sure that we're moving in your best interest. But time is of the essence. So you have to be about moving in a timely manner when you want to buy a home or sell a home. Because sometimes, even with the agreement, if you don't do the things that are outlined in that agreement within the time frame that it is mentioned, the other party can say, I want out. So you can't just linger on. You have to be about time management, and we have to have some conversations over the phone. Yes, we do have some texting features here, so we can text and all of that. But up front, we're going to have some phone calls, and the consultation phone call is only 15 minutes. So we're going to talk on the phone, and we're going to get clear with each other what the goal is here. How can we help each other? Are we beneficial for each other? And I am open, if I am not the person for you, to refer you to someone else. I'm open to do that, especially if you're in a different state, because as I said before, I am in Georgia. So if you are in a different state, I would have to refer you to someone else, or you can choose to look for someone else of your own choosing, but I can also refer you to a realtor in that area. And like I said previously, I can do that within 1 to 4 hours after our consultation time. So it doesn't take long. It really doesn't. And it just takes a conversation. So I'm going to wrap up this live now. We've been on here for about 30 minutes. And I just want to make sure that, you guys know how to book a consultation with me. So it's pretty easy. First, go to the link in the bio of my page here on TikTok or any social media page. It will take you to my Beacons link. If you can't click that link for whatever reason, it is Beacons, BEACONS.AI/JELAUNESTRONG. So that's Jalon Strong, okay? So that link will take you to something similar to what you've seen with Linktree. So Beacons is a similar type of feel to Linktree, just a different branding and approach. So it will take you there. At the top, you'll see, of course, my image. And then, thank you so much, CD. At the top, you will see my image, and then you will also see the links to my social media. So you can follow me on YouTube, here on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can find me by typing either my name, Jalon Strong, or Dreams to Keys Realty. And that's on all platforms. And make sure that you scroll down. There is a long list of information there, and I update it on a daily basis. If I get new information, if I get new affiliations or links, I update this link. So you either want to follow me, which I recommend that you do, follow me on all of these platforms, or you can also save the link. But if you want to keep up with the videos and everything that I'm putting out on a daily basis, you need to follow me, because that's where the daily information gets exchanged. But if you also want to keep up with those links, you need to click the link, save that link to your favorites, bookmarks, however you want to do that, because I'm going to update that daily, weekly, however I need to make sure that I have the right information up there. You can also find the little mail icon where you can send me an email. So that's an option as well. So you already have access to me through that way. Now, what we're not going to do is go email me and ask me, when am I available? Why? Because if you scroll down, you're going to find a link that says book a time with me. That's when I'm available. So book a time with me to have a consultation, and you will already see availability out there. So July, August was filled up by everyone that saw that USDA video. So there's probably not going to be anything for this month on there unless there's a cancellation. But watch daily, because there are cancellations from time to time. Not many, but a few. And then September is now open. So you will see the calendar for September, where any openings, availability that I have for consultations, you will see there. Okay, so that's the easiest way to book a consultation. It will take you much longer if you send me an email and ask me how to book a consultation, because I'm just going to send you back to that link to do it from there, because that's the most streamlined process for me and for the business. Okay, so you can scroll down that link. You'll see Identity IQ that I mentioned before that will help with credit and identity monitoring. You'll see Vivint packages, ADT if you prefer that. So if you need security, if you already have a home, and even if you're selling your home and you need some cameras just because people are coming in and out, you may want to consider those packages, even if it's temporary, or if you want to take that package and also move it into your next home, that would be an idea for you. The ebooks, I have at least 3, and I'm considering another one, but I'm thinking on that one. So any ebooks that I have will be there. The link to the website is there, where you can see everything on the website, including ebooks. All right. And there's also a clip. I don't know if anyone noticed it on the website, but there's a clip that will take you back to the Beacon link, and it's sitting right there on the top of the website next to the little hamburger icon where it has the 3 lines. So it's sitting right there. It's a clip, and that is the Beacons link. So if you ever forget but you remember the website, you can also go from the website back to Beacons, the Beacons link. All right, so book a consultation time with me by going to click the link in the bio, scrolling down, and then clicking book a time with me. If there is nothing available at the time that you find that link, that may mean that either that calendar is not open yet or that the consultations for that period are all taken up and you'll just want to watch periodically for any cancellations, okay? So we want to make sure that we're helping people at the consultation process, but we also want to make sure that we're helping those who are actively in the search for either the property that they want to buy or for someone who wants to buy their property, right? So we're doing a balance here, so we have to make sure that we have every part covered. Here at Dreams to Keys Realty, we are looking to make sure that we update our systems all the time. So I just want to make sure that you're aware that things may change slightly periodically on our processes, but it's only to make things better. So I want to end out this live by saying I am Jalon Strong, the owner of Dreams to Keys Realty. I'm a licensed realtor in Georgia, and today I spoke about how to book a consultation with me. I went through the benefits of doing that, and I also shared how you can do that right now. So once again, you can book a consultation with me right now by going to the link in the bio, clicking that, and then scrolling from that link to the tab that says book a time with me. You can book a time from there using the available times from that link. All right. Benefits to booking a consultation time with me include: if you're looking to buy, sell, or purchase a property, you need to book a consultation time with me. If you are looking for connections to lenders nationwide, if you need a referral to a realtor in a different state other than Georgia, you need to book a consultation time with me. If you are looking for that referral within 1 to 4 hours after the consultation period, you need to book a time with me. If you want actionable steps on how to get to and through the home ownership process, you need to book a time with me. All right. I really appreciate everyone for joining this live, and give me a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this content. And I love to see you guys booking those consultations and talk with you one-on-one for that 15-minute time frame to make sure that we get you either in the home of your dreams or selling the home that you're currently in so that you can get to the home of your dreams. All right. Because at Dreams to Keys Realty, this is where dreams turn into keys. I wish you all the best. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. Bye-bye.